Bullwinkle J007 here. I'm joined with QG Pizza.
Hey guys.
And we're doing something new called a livecast. That's a live podcast. So, QG, what are we going to be talking about this subject?
We're going to be talking about Kingdom Hearts.
The storyline. Should we...
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's start off before even Kingdom Hearts 1. Why do I sound so calming? It's so weird. Alright. So we just gotta bring up conversations in the game. Alright.
Okay.
Go. You start.
What we're going to bring up?
Just the whole entire storyline in this.
Well, my thoughts mostly were that, well, first off, we'll talk about what happened before with being Terra and Ventus.
What?
What happened before being Aqua, Terra, and Ventus and their story. Now first we got...
Alright, first off, before anything, before we actually start talking about the storyline, we might want to start talking about what Kingdom Hearts is.
Well, it's an MMORPG.
It's a action role-playing hack and slash genre.
Yeah.
The developers are Square Enix, Jupiter, HAND, Bitgrove, Inc., and Success. Publishers, Square Enix, Disney Interactive Studios, and Disney Consumer Products and Interactive Media. Creators,
You have to put the creators.
Shinji Hashimoto and Tetsuya Nomura. Composers, Yoko Shimura. Platforms in the games are PlayStation 2, Game Boy Advance, mobile phone, Nintendo DS, PlayStation Portable, Nintendo 3DS, PlayStation 3, web browser, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Android, and iOS. Platform of origin is a PS2. First release, Kingdom Hearts. The date is March 28th, 2002. That makes me feel so old. Latest release, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, January 12th, 2017.
Well, first off, let's start with Kingdom Hearts 1 in the way they came out.
Should we probably start before that, because there's a lot of events before even the first game.
Fair point. First off,
we actually did not finish explaining what Kingdom Hearts is. Kingdom Hearts is a crossover of various Disney properties based on a fictional universe tailored to a game of narrative. The series centers on the main character Sora and his journey and experience with various Final Fantasy, The World Ends With You, and Pixar characters, while stopping various insertions of the primary antagonist, Xehanort, through the whole series. All characters and worlds original to Kingdom Hearts franchise are owned by the Walt Disney Company. Alright, now we could start talking about the storyline. Alright, so what should we start off with first? The tribes? Should we start off with the...
Since I really haven't played that game much. It took way too much time to put it.
Well, there was a group of 5 people owned by Lu Shu and a guy named Master, I think. And so what happened was...
Masters.
Yeah. He had a Keyblade. Lu Shu had a Keyblade with an eye on it. pretty
And
self-explanatory.
that was the Master's Eye, which allowed him to see into the future.
Yeah, so there was a book called the Book of Prophecies.
And it could tell what was going to happen in the future, which at the end of the book it would say, the Keyblade
War.
the Keyblade War, which would end all worlds, and darkness would pretty much conquer
The
over
Keyblade
light.
War happened, but didn't even destroy the world.
Because many of the people had survived and pretty much ran away and started anew. The children had started a new world.
Now, pretty much, aren't we on to Birth by Sleep right now?
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much all you need to know about it.
Alright, there's this evil guy named Master Xehanort.
Turned evil from just curiosity. Never heard that before. Turned evil from curiosity. Curiosity killed the cat. Curiosity turns Xehanort evil.
Alright. So, Xehanort had this guy he was training under. His name was Ventus. And something happened where something happened where Master Xehanort had to take all the darkness away from Ventus. He passed out forgetting everything. Doing so, the darkness took shape, named Vanitas. Am I correct on that?
We're pretty much, Master Xehanort was trying to create the Keyblade, or the X-Blade, what I call it.
Keyblade.
The Keyblade, I call it the X-Blade. The original Keyblade. Where it only happens when a perfect even clash of darkness and light. When it clashes, it pretty much creates the Keyblade. So he was trying to do that with Ventus, but it didn't work. So he had to forcefully pull the darkness from Ventus so that he could get Ventus and the so-called new evil person he created. By the way, he created a person from that evil, Vanitas, to fight and create the Keyblade, or X-Blade.
Or Keyblade.
Keyblade. The original Keyblade.
Alright. So now he forgets everything. So Ventus goes into this world called the Land of Departure. Hey Kusurasuri 1000. We're talking about the storyline of the whole entire Kingdom Hearts series for this livecast. What do you mean by, oh my god? So if you guys have any questions in the storyline while we're going through it, feel free to ask, because that's why it's called a livecast and not a podcast. Because you cannot answer questions, really. Alright. Let's go. Alright, so Ventus, why don't you continue for going on for a bit, because I explained it pretty much the whole entire beginning.
Okay, so where were we?
Ventus entering the Land of Departure, not remembering things.
Okay, so Ventus pretty much ends up in Master Ericus's hands, which trained him and Aqua and Terra, which were the three pupils. Which he has forgotten everything, and whenever he's asked about it, he pretty much, he acts like a drama queen and breaks down into tears and screams.
I love how
So years later after that, He is just fine. He has gotten his Keyblade, and they're about to take the Mark of Mastery exam, which will determine which of the three or two, because only two people were taking it, Terra and Aqua. It would decide which one of them, or both of them,
Okay.
become a
Hang on. We got a question on our hands. Are you ready? Cause Suri 1000 says, what game are you guys on? We're on Birth by Sleep currently. Alright. But don't worry, because you might think, why are you starting in 10 minutes or 11 minutes right now? It's because we explained the backstory before Birth by Sleep earlier.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so during Master Exam, Master Xehanort, I've explained before, enters and pretty much corrupts the balls of light, quote unquote balls of light, that Master Eric is.
I think we're explaining too much detail. Just an FYI.
Okay. Sorry. Anyway, Terra,
something happened to your mic, FYI.
What?
It's like going all fuzzier and weird.
Fuzzy and weird? Is that better?
No.
Let me do something.
Alright, wise how I'll continue the explaining Birth by Sleep. Alright, so what happened was, Terra and Aqua had to fight for their Mark of Mastery. Aqua succeeded and became the Keyblade Master. Terra failed because he showed darkness. Is this the Bullwinkle from Discord? Yes, Kasuri. This is the Bullwinkle from Discord. I'm the Bullwinkle that set up my server. I'm the Bullwinkle who's in Black Cover Kingdom, in Dreamwalker Casino. Why? Alright, so what happened was Aqua had to leave to do Keyblade Master stuff out of the world. Okay. Terra went off, did his own thing. But Ventus tried to tell Terra something, but he didn't listen. So Ventus went off to warn Terra. Blah blah blah. Disney Worlds happen. Blah blah blah. They get all back together in Hollow Bastion. What's up? Oh.
That's me.
Alright. We're right. Continue. We just landed in Hollow Bastion.
Okay, where they had to fight a giant Unverse, which is the enemy of that game. And what was that Unverse called again?
Don't know.
Well, whatever. They had to fight getting these tickets, which I won't go into detail. But after everything, with they end up in the Keyblade Graveyard, which is pretty much the aftermath.
You forgot details.
World.
You forgot details. I'll go back for the details.
Okay. After that, they fight with Master Xehanort and Venice, which is the dark part of it.
Before that, so Terra and Aqua tell Ventus that he has to come home, but he won't listen. So what ends up happening is he refuses to and Terra says he's on his own path, blah blah blah. So Ventus goes and runs and tries to save Terra, because
save Ventus.
Yeah, but Ventus won't listen, follow Terra, and Aqua's trying to leave, and then what ends up happening is Terra starts fighting this guy named Bragg. We'll get to Bragg in a bit. And so, he, quote-unquote, defeats Bragg right now, and saves Xehanort, because Xehanort has him trapped. That's all we're gonna say, no spoilers anymore for that part of the game. And so what ends up happening is, he finds it, and he already leaves, tells Aqua, and then Aqua still tries to take him home. He still won't listen. Bam! Everybody's back into space. Now we're all in the Keyblade graveyard.
Wait, you forgot. Before the graveyard, they end up going Destiny Islands, which is the home of the main protagonist and technically antagonist.
We'll get into that in a bit.
Of Kingdom Hearts 1, which is Sora and Riku and...
I said we'll get to that in a bit!
Okay.
JK, just keep going.
Hey, Aqua, or was it... Either Aqua or,
You're cutting out, we're losing people. We had like 10 people, now we have 0, you're cutting out. Alright, so everybody decides to go to Destiny Islands after something happens. So after something happens in Destiny Islands, now everybody's in Keyblade Graveyard. And lucky surprise, we have Bragg, Xehanort, and Vanitas in the mix. What happens was they all break off. Terra starts to fight Xehanort. Ventus starts fighting Xehanort. Aqua just stays on the sideline pretty much. So, Xehanort does stuff to Ventus. Aqua starts fighting Bragg. Ventus starts fighting Vanitas. And everything stops, and what happens is Terra's body gets consumed by Xehanort because Ventus and Vanitas formed the ultimate Keyblade that we were talking about earlier. And Ventus here and so Terra I'm trying to explain this. Xehanort takes...
Can I take it?
Sure.
Okay, so, Aqua and the newly formed Ventus and Vanitas with the Keyblade fight, Terra ends up, resisting Xehanort, which is hard.
Something's happening to your mic again.
What is going on with that?
Alright.
Okay.
So they fight, blah blah blah. So now let's focus on the main prize, Xehanort. Xehanort takes his body and heart, but his mind resists. So he's just a body of armor that moves, but fails. So Terra goes missing. Supposedly missing. We're gonna cover what happens to Terra in another Livecast. What happens now is this Xehanort guy, and this becomes this Ansem guy later.
He ends up pretending that he lost his memory, but he really didn't, and ends up training over the mysterious Diz, which is the Ansem.
Yeah, we'll go over that. We'll go over that in like 5 minutes. And so this fake Ansem comes. So this Xehanort disappears. Aqua tries to save Ven, but ends up stumbling in the realm of darkness. Pretty much end of Birth by Sleep, going to Kingdom Hearts 1.
Ventus gets defeated and put in the land of departure, which becomes a place called Castle Oblivion, which we'll explain that in another episode.
Wait. Let me wait. I didn't know that. Junipie is my effing BF. We love iconic backstory. We love an iconic backstory. Oh my god!
Iconic. What do you mean an iconic backstory?
What do you mean by iconic, Junipie? First off, you said Land of Departure comes to Castle Oblivion. Didn't you say that?
Land of Departure becomes a place called. It becomes Castle Oblivion. That's pretty much.
Can you explain that actually right now? I actually did not know that Land of Departure was Castle Oblivion.
You didn't know?
No.
Well, using her power of awakening from becoming a Keyblade Master, she turned Departure, the Castle for Land of Departure, into Castle Oblivion. Only a Keyblade Master, with the power of awakening, can get through it to get to Ventus and turn it back into the Land of Departure. Okay, it's the end of, and she ends up in the ends up in the dark place, and that's pretty much the end of. That's pretty much the end of that game.
Becca,
Okay,
sorry,
we're in
sorry.
Parts 1 now.
Alright. Now we're in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yes. Okay, so the Sora, who I was talking about earlier, Kairi and Riku, who also are on the island. Sora has weird dreams,
Same law, Bay. What?
which give him the power.
Hang on. Junipie is my effing Bay. What do you mean by same law, Bay? Alright, continue.
Wait, what?
So there's a person in my stream called Junipie is my effing BF. And she says, same, lol,
Same
Bay.
lol, Bay. Okay. And I just remembered I had a place to be. So.
You do?
Anyway. No, I'm someone who commented. Okay, so now we're in Kingdom Hearts 1. Okay. After a few days on the island, a storm hits, which is finally.
Oh yeah, we forgot to introduce the characters.
Sora, Riku, and Kairi.
Carrie.
Kairi!
Carrie.
Kairi!
Carrie.
It's not Kairi, it's not Kairi, it's Kairi! Kairi!
Kiri.
Kairi!
Kiri.
Let's get back into it. By the way, it's Kairi.
I know, I'm just pulling her leg. I know it's Kyrie.
I know.
Goffy.
So after a few days
Goffy.
on the island, Kairi! Dang it! I can't speak today! Kairi! It's not Carrie, it's not coffee, it's Carrie! Kairi! Dang it! Okay, back into it. Okay, after a few days,
Carrie.
after to build a raft, a storm hits, which pretty much destroys the raft and destroys the island in the end.
Carrie.
Sora gets the Keyblade because Riku was originally supposed to get the Keyblade, enters the world of darkness.
Hey.
And goes
Pizza.
Yeah.
Carrie.
Kairi! Oh my god.
Pizza.
Okay.
Kyrie.
Dude. Finally.
You were about to say Carrie, weren't you?
No. I
Carrie.
wasn't.
Carrie.
Kairi! Kairi, let's get back into it.
Carrie.
We're-
Carrie.
Okay, He ends up getting the
Carrie.
keys of Mr. Darkness, also known as Riku, gets swallowed up by darkness. Pretty much its exit. So he ain't scared of the dark, but Sora there is. So he gets the Keyblade instead and ends up going through Traverse Town, which is a land where people have nowhere to go, and that's pretty much. He meets Donald and Goofy. Yes, sir.
Your mic's acting up again.
Just forget it.
It's fuzzy.
Going,
it's horrible. It sounds horrible. It's fuzzy.
They end up going to multiple Disney worlds. Peter Pan, Mount Olympus, and they end up going all the way to where Riku is.
Yeah.
Hollow Bastion.
Correct.
Kyrie. Okay.
Carrie.
So.
Carrie.
Turns out that.
Pizza.
What?
Carrie.
We're not gonna get through this story on Kingdom Hearts 1. If kids keep saying Carrie, it's Kyrie.
Carrie.
Kyrie. You know, I'm gonna stop doing this if you keep doing that.
Okay.
Okay. So, after he gets to Hollow Bastion, Riku ends up taking the Keyblade back from Sora because it was his to have in the first place. So they get to the end of the world because Beast is there for some reason trying to get Belle back because she's one of the 7 princesses of light. Now the 7 princesses of light were, well, princesses that can open the door to Kingdom Hearts, which is one of the 3. 1, 2, 3 Kingdom Hearts. There are apparently 3. So, in the end, they get to it. The door to darkness, DTD, and on. Sora beats Riku, gets the Keyblade back along before he beats Riku, and ends up losing his heart due to circumstances. I will just leave it at that. So after that, I also forgot to mention that Ansem, which is Xehanort, is W Xehanort, Heartless, takes over Riku. So the real Riku, knowing that he's been pretty much used, fights Ansem, and Donald, Goofy, and Kyrie escape from Hollow Bastion. After that, while they're escaping, Sora gets freed due to Kyrie's light powers as a Princess of Light.
Carrie.
And they end up going to the end of the world. And they fight Xemnas and Steel Kingdom Hearts.
Xehanort, not Xemnas. We're not that far yet.
Xemnas. And everybody goes back to what they were. And everybody goes back to where they were, and all the worlds get restored. And that's the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. I think we should leave it there, because that seems like a great place to stop.
No, we're gonna do Rechain, then stop.
Rechain?
Yeah, then we're stopping.
Anybody watching?
It's a live cast. They're gonna rewatch it.
13 people. Okay. So, after Sora does get out, after Sora gets through with Xemnas and seals the door to darkness,
Xehanort.
he goes to
the fake Ansem. It's fake Ansem until second game.
Fake Ansem. Sorry about that, guys. I know you'll be gluing to me in the comments. Anyway, after
Yeah,
defeating
so later
and-
this week we're going to be doing another part of this live cast, and then another part if we have to, and then we're going to go on to some other game live casts and extra live casts. I just want to make that announcement before we finish off this live cast.
Oh, and make sure to check out my channel. Just look up Nicholas Reed and go down until you get to the just go down until you get to the Asker Ninja, and there I'll be. And you can check out some of my Kingdom Hearts 2 playthroughs.
And the Fortnite we're going to be doing also.
Yeah, make sure to check out that too. We'll be doing Fortnite after this. Even though I do not like Fortnite, do not hate me for that, but I do not like it.
Hate him, hate him,
anyway.
hate him, hate him, hate him.
Do not hate me!
Hate
Okay,
him.
so Sora ends up going to Castle Oblivion and ends up losing all of his memories, all three, Donald and Goofy. Okay. Ends up
What?
going
What?
and losing all their abilities and losing their abilities and how to fight, pretty much. And they go to these different rooms throughout the worlds that they visited in Kingdom Hearts 1, other than Tarzan, since there was this whole thing between Tarzan and with labeling rights, it got taken out. Anyway, they end up, well, I'm in the middle of that game right now, so you want to take it from here because that's pretty much all I know from the game, because I'm in the middle of that game, playing through the game. So you go through it from now.
Did we finish Rechain?
Yeah, let's finish it.
Alright, since we finished Rechain, we'll see y'all in the Fortnite
No,
live stream or another live
You
stream.
didn't finish it.
Oh.
I was saying you finish it. You finish it.
Where were we? I actually dozed off and fell asleep a bit.
Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, we were at the part where they were going through these different rooms.
Oh yeah, these different rooms make up different worlds that from his memory. But Sora's losing this memory, but by this girl named Namine. Yada yada yada. Defeat the nobodies. Get nobody as a friend again, knowing that Sora was friends before. Battling this guy named Marluxia. Falling asleep in this pod. That's the end of Rechain.
Hey, don't forget about Riku. He was there too. He was
Fake Riku.
Hey, Riku was there.
Oh yeah, I finished. I'm talking about in Sora's story. It's fake Riku, but there's another story called Reverse Rebirth. I beat that, and it's called, that's Riku. He went through this as well. And same thing. So pretty much that's it. See y'all in the next episode where we talk about Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2,
sure
358 over 2 days, recoded, and that's it.
And make sure to check out my channel. And we will be doing a Fortnite stream in a little bit. Make sure to check that out. And I'll see you guys later. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel too. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget about it, please. I need to build my channel.
Shut up.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Now that he's shut up, we will end this here. Peace. This is Bullwinkle J007 signing off our very first live cast.